Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be giving an update since it's been since February since I have posted a video. My last video, I believe, was my baby shower video, and since then I've had the baby. She was born on March 27th at 4:59 p.m. We decided to name her Sophia, and this is going to be my labor, delivery, birth vlog. Not a vlog though, because I didn't film anything, sorry, but I'm gonna give a little story time, I guess. So because I wasn't dilating like at all when I was 40 weeks, they decided they were gonna induce me. So on the Wednesday night I went in and I got the Foley bulb put in, or Foley balloon, it's known as both. They called it the Foley bulb for me, but I got that put in on the Wednesday night around 7, and Thursday they called me in around 11:30 p.m. to come in and get induced. They told me that I could get called in as early as 6:30 a.m. or it was either 5:30 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. Either way, I was prepared for an early call, so I was kind of just awake, sitting around all day, making sure my phone was like on and ready for when they call me, but they didn't call till 11:30, almost called on Friday. So should have slept, should have rested, but I kind of expected a little bit of an earlier call just because of how they're like, oh, be ready, like we could call as early as 5:30 a.m. It was either 5:30 or 6, one of the two. But anyways, they called at 11:30 and were like, hey, we're ready for you, you can come in anytime now. So it's like an hour drive to the hospital. So because I was already very ready, we had everything packed and ready to go, we kind of just hopped in and drove to the hospital. So once I got to the hospital, they checked me and the Foley bulb had brought me to 3 centimeters. Obviously they removed it and then checked me, but it had brought me to about 3 centimeters. So they broke my water and things started moving very quickly. Contractions, they hurt, and they came on really fast and really close together from the start. It was about 2 to 3 minutes apart the whole time until I got the epidural, and even then I could still kind of feel them, but it wasn't very fun. It wasn't like 10 minutes apart to start for like an hour or 5 minutes. No, it just jumped right into 2 to 3 minutes apart. The nurse came in to check the chart of like the contractions that were being monitored, and she's like, oh, you're really contracting, do you feel that? And I was like, yeah, I want the epidural. So around 6 a.m. I got the epidural and life got really good after that. I basically went to sleep and I only woke up whenever they were gonna check me or if I had to roll over to the other side. I had to get Pitocin because once I got the epidural, things started to slow down a bit. So they gave me Pitocin, which it made me kind of nauseous. So I was like, I really don't want to throw up. So what do I, like, do you have something for me? Because I'm really nauseous. They gave me Benadryl. I believe that's what it was. I'm pretty sure it was Benadryl. And they were like, it's gonna make you tired though. Is that okay? And I was like, yeah, I want to sleep. I don't want to experience this pain anymore. Even though I had the epidural, I could still kind of feel it. So I was like, no, Benadryl, knock me out, it's fine. So they gave it to me. I fell asleep. It was all good. And I kept waking up because my left side, I could still feel it and it hurt on my left side. So I was like waking up in pain. And I didn't want to say anything because I was like, oh, like I've just been sleeping on my right side for too long. Like I just need to lay on my left side more. And then I think the nurse could just tell that I could still feel something. So she was like, oh, like if you're still in pain, like I can give you something else. And I was like, okay, sounds good. I didn't even ask what it was. I was just like, yeah, sure, give me it. And then I just couldn't feel anything from like bump down. I couldn't feel anything. And then I slept completely until 1:30. And they checked me and she's like, oh, you're fully dilated. We're gonna start pushing soon. And I was like, okay, I expected them to say I was like 8 centimeters because I think when they checked me around like 11, I was only like 5 centimeters dilated. So I didn't expect to be any more than like an 8. I was expecting them to say, oh, like you're 8 centimeters dilated, like go back to sleep for a little bit. No, they're like, oh, you're fully dilated, like you're ready to go. And I was like, oh, okay, sounds good. So I started pushing at 2 o'clock and I pushed for just under 3 hours, literally 2 hours and 59 minutes. She was born at 4:59 p.m. Getting her on the pubic bone was a struggle because of how big she was. So once she was around that, though, it sped up a lot and she came out. But it was a long time, but it didn't feel like it at all. Like, I really thought that I had only been pushing for like an hour tops, and anytime my boyfriend would sit down, I would like get mad at him, be like, no, like stand up, like hold my leg, hold my hand, whatever, because I thought it had only been like an hour. And then he's like, it's been 2.5 hours, like I need to sit down, my legs are dying. And I was like, oh, all right, sounds good then. I guess you can take a little break, but don't get too comfy because I need to push again. But after 3 hours of pushing, she came out and they plopped her on my chest, and I was like, wow, she's big, big, big baby. And she latched on like almost like right away. Like basically as soon as she was on my chest, she was like up here for a little bit, and then the nurse was like, oh, like let's see if she'll latch on. So basically we just brought her lower and she like dove onto it. She knew what she was doing. So she's a chunky baby, she knows what she's doing. But anyways, so she was eating, got some skin to skin, they cut the cord, or well, Chris cut the cord, and basically we just bonded for like an hour or so. And then they took her over and they weighed her. I think they weighed her, I don't remember. They weighed her and measured her either before, I think it was after she had eaten a little bit. Maybe before though. I don't really remember. It's kind of a little bit of a blur. But she was 9 pounds 6 ounces and about 21 inches long. So she was big. And I wasn't expecting her to be that big. Like I was 9 pounds when I was born, and my boyfriend was like 8.5 pounds when he was born. So I was expecting around like 8 or 9, just because I don't know, I was like, she won't be that big. Well, like 8 or 9 pounds is still big, but she was almost 10 pounds ish, kind of. I don't know, 9.6, like 9.5 pounds. But yeah, so she was a big girl. So once we left the delivery room and got taken to our private room, we just kind of chilled, cuddled with her, loved on her, fed her, changed her, you know, parent things. I was actually, me and the nurse was very surprised because Chris swaddled her so well, and he's like never even really like changed a diaper, been around babies or anything. And he just said, oh, I watched the nurse do it and I just kind of figured it out from there. And then I tried and I was like, I cannot swaddle a baby like at all. Like it did not go well. He had to show me how to swaddle her, and I think he liked that because he was like, hey, like I had to show you what to do. But he changed one of her first diapers, and yeah, he was really good. So it made the hospital stay a lot easier because he was very helpful and would like grab stuff for me because getting up hurt and moving hurt. But yeah, the nurses came in every like 3 hours ish to do the vitals and to like knead on my stomach, which hurt. I did not like it, but I mean they had to, so just kind of got used to it, just kind of accepted it and was like, time to get my stomach pushed on. Fun. But it wasn't that bad. I mean, like I knew it was coming, and like it didn't compare to like a contraction, so I was like, okay, like only a couple more times and then I'm good. Just let them push on my stomach. After the 24-hour timeline that we had to stay at the hospital, they discharged us and we got to leave, and it was nice to leave and go home and be in our own bed and introduce her to her little home. But yeah, so that's my labor and delivery story. Not a whole lot to it. Basically slept the whole time. The contractions were the absolute worst. They literally nothing can prepare you for that pain. They're not comparable to period cramps. Like people would say, oh, they're like period cramps, and I'm like, okay, maybe period cramps on drugs. Like they were intense, didn't enjoy it, wouldn't recommend them. Definitely recommend the epidural. It does not hurt. It didn't hurt me, at least, because the contractions were so bad. So I was like, stab me in the back, like get it in there. I don't want to feel this anymore. So yeah, that's my labor and delivery story, and I plan on posting a PatPat haul soon because I've ordered clothes from there and they're really cute. I have pictures on my Instagrams of her wearing 3 of the outfits now, so you can check that out if you want. I'll put the in the description, and don't forget to like and comment and subscribe for more. Leave comments below of what you would like me to film a video on, like how it was the first couple weeks of her home, how the postpartum recovery's been. 10 weeks postpartum now, feel completely normal. Everything is like good. I just feel back to normal now completely. Like it didn't take me 10 weeks, but I'm 10 weeks postpartum now, so yeah. That is all for today's video. That is my labor and delivery journey video, my experience, a little story time. That's all. It was not a lot to say because I was induced and I slept most of it, so that's all. Nothing too exciting, but subscribe for more videos. I do plan on posting a PatPat haul soon, and if you don't know what PatPat is, it's a really cute website. All the clothes I've got from it have been really good, and it only took less than 2 weeks to get here, and I live in Canada, so I have another order coming, and hopefully it'll only take another 2 weeks or less, and then I plan on filming a haul of that order and the order I just ordered because they're just so cute and I love them. They look so cute on her. Some of them are a little big, but I also did order 6 to 9 months clothes because she's a huge baby and she's wearing mostly 6-month clothes now. And yeah, she's 10 weeks old and in 6-month clothing. She's big. But anyways, I'm gonna end the video here. If there's anything you want me to film, leave a comment below and I may do it. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'm gonna insert pictures at the end of her because she's napping right now, so I'm not about to wake her up for this. Thanks for watching. See you next time.